The last letter. The cold wind whipped through the small, seaside town of Greyshaw, rattling the shutters of old, salt-worn cottages. Among them stood a modest, blue house at the edge of the cliffs. Inside, a man named Henry sat at a cluttered desk, pen poised above a piece of yellowed stationery. His hand trembled as he stared at the blank page, the weight of unspoken words pressing on his chest. It had been 3 years since Clara had left. Not by choice, not by some fleeting whim, but by the cruel hands of fate. Her laughter, once filling the house with warmth, had been silenced by a storm that capsized her boat. Greyshaw's shores had returned her lifeless form, a cruel reminder of the sea's unforgiving nature. Henry had never found the strength to write her a letter, until tonight. "Dearest Clara," he began, his handwriting shaky. "The days without you are like winter. Cold, endless, and barren. I keep your favorite tea in the cupboard, untouched, because it feels like sharing it without you would betray your memory." The ink blurred as a tear fell onto the page. "Everyone says time heals all wounds, but they don't understand that some wounds shouldn't heal. If they did, I'd forget the way your eyes sparkled when you talked about the stars, or how you always sang off-key but made me love the song anyway." The wind howled louder, as though echoing his grief. "I visit the cliffs every evening, hoping the sea will return a piece of you, your laughter in the waves, your warmth in the breeze. But all I find is emptiness." Henry paused, his chest heaving with the weight of his sorrow. His gaze drifted to a photograph on the desk. Clara, her smile brighter than the summer sun, her hair tangled by the wind. "I miss you, Clara," he whispered, his voice cracking. "I don't know how to live in a world without you. But I'll keep trying, because I promised you I'd be strong." He folded the letter carefully and placed it in an envelope, sealing it with trembling hands. He walked to the cliff's edge, where the waves crashed violently below, and released the envelope into the wind. For a moment, it danced in the air before disappearing into the vast expanse of the sea. Henry stood there, his heart as heavy as the dark clouds above, and whispered one final goodbye. And as the storm rolled in, he felt perhaps a fleeting whisper of Clara's presence in the salty breeze, a brief, bittersweet solace in the endless tide of his grief.